Chardonnay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today is a brand new day. Yes, it is. I switched filming locations in my room, so instead of filming on my bed, I'm now filming in like a corner in my room, and I have like this like chair that spins, so I feel like I'm gonna be doing this a lot during the video, but hopefully I won't be. I'm actually coming at you guys with a beginner's makeup kit video. A lot of people that I actually work with come to me and ask me for a lot of makeup tips, so I kind of want to make a video to help you guys get started with your makeup kit. I have this is my makeup bag. This is the Zoella makeup bag. This is fairest of them all, and it's a pretty good size for a makeup bag, and I actually use it. I have three of her makeup bags, and they're all the same size, except this one is like a material, whereas this one is actually like a plastic one. So this one holds shape more than this one does, but this one kind of more adapts to like whatever you have in here. So I want to start off with foundation. I have mentioned my favorite foundation in my favorites video, and I believe in one of my other videos, but I tend to sort of hop between a liquid and a powder foundation. When I do use liquid, I tend to go for this. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. It's a really good foundation, very good coverage, doesn't seem to move throughout the day. I haven't used it in a while, so I don't really remember the kind of like coverage that it is, but I do like it. Or you can go with a powder foundation. I use the Bare Minerals original. This is the Fair Ivory. This one is actually in vanilla. Like I said, I do prefer a powder foundation because you get to kind of choose the kind of coverage you want. It can go from a full coverage, you can do a very light coverage, you can do a medium coverage. It really depends on what kind of coverage you yourself need. Whereas with a liquid foundation, it kind of just depends on the kind of coverage that the foundation is. So I do really like the powder foundation because of that factor. At the end of the day, it really comes down to you as a person, what you prefer. When it comes to makeup, it's kind of basically trial and error. The question is, what kind of foundation do you get for your skin? Now, not everyone has the same skin type. You can have oily skin, you can have dry skin, you can have dehydrated skin. If you have oily skin, the best kind of foundation for you, or any sort of concealer or anything, is anything oil free or like a loose powder. So a powder foundation is probably your best bet. Whereas if you have dry skin, you want to stick to mineral powders or cream or oil based foundations. It comes down to what kind of skin type you have. A lot of people do have combination skin, so that is also very tricky because say you're oily in some parts but you're, you know, dry in others or whatever. So like I said, trial and error, and that's how you're gonna find the right kind of makeup for you. Before you start with foundation or any of that, you want to sort of get into a routine of cleansing your face. You want to cleanse, tone, and moisturize your face before you apply your foundation or any of your products. Makeup tends to stick better and stay in place better on clean skin, so you want to kind of get into a rhythm of doing that. I personally don't cleanse or tone my face before I apply my makeup, but I always do moisturize. And if you really need to, you can always use a primer for your skin before you apply your makeup. It depends on the kind of day I'm having, the kind of skin I'm having that day. I'll use like a hydrating primer because I tend to get dry skin in the winter. But like I said before, it all comes down to the type of skin you have. After you have picked out your foundation and you're satisfied with it, you also want to keep in mind your skin tone. Now, not everyone has the same skin tone. You do have a cool tone, a warm tone, and a neutral tone. But neutrals actually do fall under neutral warm and neutral cool, so it means they lean more towards either a warm color or a cool color. So your warm colors are more like your reds, yellows, and oranges, whereas your cool tones are more pinks, blues, and purples. You can actually see the tone of the color usually underneath. If that kind of makes sense, it actually really doesn't. If you're looking at like colors, for instance, you can definitely see if there's like a blue undertone or like a yellowy or orange undertone. Those tend to show you what kind of warm or cool tones you're dealing with. Okay, so you guys are probably thinking, Anna, how do I know if I'm a cool tone or a warm tone or a neutral? Well, this is the way to identify whether you're warm, cool, or neutral. I, for instance, am a neutral, but I pulled more towards a neutral warm, but I can also do cools as well. But here's a really good way to figure out if you're a cool tone or warm tone. So there's 3 questions you always want to ask yourself. Number 1 is, when you're in the sun, do you either burn or do you tan. If you burn, there's an indication that you may be a cool tone, but if you burn, there's an indication you are a warm tone. Second question is, does silver or gold look better on you? If silver looks better on you and it doesn't take all the attention from you as a person, that means that you're more of a cool tone. Now, if you wear gold and the gold doesn't take away from you as a person and it just looks natural or whatever, that means that you are a warm tone. Last question to ask is, look at your veins. If they are more blue, that means that you are a cool tone. And if they are more green, that means that you are a warm tone. Now, what if you are a neutral? Lucky for you, because you can literally put on any sort of foundation you want. You don't necessarily have to worry about it. You just need to worry about if you are more of a warm or a cool or just smack down in the middle of both. If you're smack down in the middle of the both, then you are extremely lucky because you literally don't have to worry about anything. So after that nice little review and I'm guessing some sort of helpful tips, we're gonna move on to concealer. You definitely want to have in your makeup kit. There are 3 types of concealers I can think of from the top of my head. You have the ones that are like twist, that come up from the top. Sorry, mine are really dirty, but like you twist it and the foundation or the concealer comes out from sponge applicator. You then have this one that is a stick concealer, or last but not least, you have these ones where you literally just squeeze and it just comes out of this little applicator thing. I just did this, like, why? I personally don't necessarily have a favorite. I use them all. It kind of just really depends on my mood. Lately, I've been doing these 2 together. No real reason. It's just one's too light and one's too dark, so put them together and they're the perfect match for my skin. Next product you want to have in your makeup kit is a setting powder. This is the one I have. This is the Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX powder. I used to use some other one and I really don't remember the name of it right now, but pretty much the same as this. Here is a little inside scoop for you guys. So I'm pretty sure you guys watch all these beauty gurus on YouTube. They all bake their makeup. Basically, baking is where they put like a bunch of loose powder under their eyes and like under their contour or whatever. That is a massive, massive, massive myth. It's not true. It literally does nothing for you other than pack on the product on your face, which you don't want. There's really no reason to do it. It doesn't make your concealer stay any better than just basically dabbing it on and swiping it off. When I do my powder, I tend to just take a brush and then kind of just like dab it on and then sort of wipe it off, if that makes sense. And that's pretty much all I really do. I don't let it sit on my face for too long. It doesn't do anything for your makeup. Literally just waste product and waste your time. So baking isn't a makeup technique that real makeup artists do. It's just a marketing scheme, so you don't have to worry about baking and wondering if you're doing it right. Now, if you feel comfortable doing contour or bronzing or whatever, kudos to you. I personally was never ever very comfortable with contour and bronzing. But after going to school and kind of learning techniques and all that and seeing the proper way to do it, I have been contouring and bronzing my face. So if you guys are comfortable with doing that, you want to keep a bronzer in your makeup kit. I liked this one. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer in 200. Guys, I'm actually hitting pan on it. Like, that is so sad. But it's a good bronzer. Any bronzer will do, or any sort of contour kit or whatever. You just gotta make sure you're using the right shade for you, because like I said, they can either pull orange or pull gray depending on your skin tone. I don't want to tell you guys exactly which ones pull which way because I don't remember. I think it's if you're a cool tone and you wear a warm tone, either foundation or whatever, it's gonna pull more orange. And if you are a warm tone and you wear a cool tone, you're gonna pull more gray. So you will definitely want to make sure you have the right undertone for all your makeup, like your foundation and your bronzers and all that, so that you aren't pulling either gray or orange. That is a big mistake that people do because they don't pay attention to the undertones, which is a massive thing you definitely want to be doing. All right, so going in with liner. Now there are a bunch of different liners out there. Once again, whatever you are more comfortable with, trial and error. It comes down to you and the amount of comfort that you are feeling with the product that you are using. I've done it all. I've done pencil, I've done liquid, I've done 2 different types of liquid. I've either done the brush liquid, or I've done the pen liquid. I've also done just eyeshadow as liner. Once again, comes down to you, how you're feeling that day, what you're more comfortable with, what is easier for you to use. You gotta remember, there are no exact rules when it comes to makeup. You yourself are the artist, and it comes down to what you're comfortable with, what you want to use that product for. There are no rules. There are pencil liners. Mine's a dud. I have to sharpen it, I think. Yeah, I need to sharpen it. But there are pencil liners. There are liquid. This is a brush applicator from Sephora, standard Sephora. There you go. You got that makes it more easier for you to see. And then you have the liquid ones that are just like a felt brush. I don't have it in black, unfortunately. I have it in white, but there's that. It's literally just a smooth sort of, if you can see it, it's white, so you might not be able to see it, but it's just sort of like a light little tap, and like it just depends on the amount of pressure you put on it, if you want more of a thicker line or if you want a thinner line. Once again, it comes down to you and what you prefer and your preferences. All right, so the last sort of makeup product you want to have in your bag as a beginner is mascara. I swear by waterproof mascara because it doesn't budge. When I use just regular mascara and I've worn it to work, my mascara is literally running under my eyes, and it looks like I have a black eye at the end of the day because the mascara doesn't actually sit on my lashes. So I always recommend a waterproof mascara. This has been my all-time favorite mascara. This is the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Mascara. Waterproof, obviously. I don't like to use any other mascara other than Maybelline. I have tried a bunch of other company mascaras, but I've never ever fallen in love with them. Whereas for any sort of mascara that comes out by Maybelline, I've had no issues with it, and I've loved what it's done with my lashes. Then again, like I said, it's a preference of mine. It doesn't have to be a preference of yours. I am a big fan of Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. That mascara is pretty bomb. I haven't found like a drugstore version of it, which is unfortunate, but this is a really good one. It literally works wonders for your lashes, fans them out, makes them look long and amazing. But finding the perfect mascara for you is what you want to do. You want to find one that you like the way it makes your lashes look, the way it fans them out, what you prefer to look like, more voluminous, darker, whatever it is. Once again, it comes down to you and your preference and what you prefer for your lashes. Outside of all the makeup you want to have inside your makeup kit, you want to have a couple accessories in there as well, or makeup tools, I should say. Number one is a mirror. You want to have a really good mirror. This is the one I use on a regular basis, just the Sephora one. Literally just two little mirrors, and you just want to have one that is big enough, what you're more comfortable with, what helps you make you do your makeup better. I have no issues with this. It's a good enough size for me. Sometimes I'll use a palette, sometimes I'll use this. Most of the times I'm using this. You also want to have a pair of tweezers in your makeup bag. I have 3 here. I also have 3 because I'm a makeup artist and I need them. One that I suggest that you guys have for sure is one of these guys. These ones are just standard tweezers. You know, get your eyebrows that you need tweezed or help you put on lashes. For my lashes though, I tend to like to use this one the most. It's just easier to apply with. You can get closer into the eye, if that makes sense. And then you have these pointy ones, which I think are best for individual lashes, to be honest. I don't know, I don't ever use these. Tweezers are like one of those things that you definitely want to have in your makeup kit because, like, God forbid, there's that one eyebrow that's like sitting there and you're like, I need to pluck it. Just pull them out, pluck it. Or if you want to do fake lashes, tweezers are a good way to apply your fake lashes. Unless you're one of those people that can put it on with your fingers, well, kudos to you, because I can't, and I tend to poke my eye out when I apply my fake lashes. Now, the last tool to have in your makeup bag is a pair of eyelash curlers. These things are quite terrifying. I still to this day do pinch my lid through it or with it or whatever, and it does hurt, I'm not lying. You want to make sure that your lashes are curled. Like, if you do put on mascara and they're kind of sticking out, your mascara that you're using isn't really doing anything for your lashes, Whereas if you use a curler, it will give your lashes like that nice little natural curve, and your eyes will open up a little bit more. A good trick so you don't have to sit there for like minutes, literally just like holding it there and squeezing your lashes and then moving it and squeezing your lashes a little more, is to actually put a little bit of like heat on the actual curler itself. Not too much, because you don't want to burn your eyes or your lashes off. You kind of want to use a little like a hair dryer and kind of just maybe like 2 seconds, keep it on there, make sure it's like a little warm, and then curl your lashes that way. One, it curls your lashes a lot faster, and two, you actually get a nice curl. You don't want to make it too hot though, because I did make it too hot and I almost burnt my face. Good job, Anna. Trial and error. There you go. Trial and error. I did it once. I won't ever do it ever again. Makeup brushes. Those tend to be a little bit on the more pricier side, depending on the company you're looking at. I have a bunch of makeup brushes in my collection that are actually from BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics has really good brushes for a really good price. A lot of their sets are on sale, so check their site out as often as you can, and they have really cute brush sets. A lot of my brushes are actually from there, and those are actually my first ever brush set was actually from BH Cosmetics, and I still have a lot of the brushes from that set, and I do use them to this day. They are very long lasting, they are super comfortable to use, they're very cute, they're really good, they blend really well. Anything you want from a brush, you got it at BH Cosmetics. So if you guys are looking for a brush set to start off with, they do have a really good selection of brushes and brush sets that you can choose from. And I believe that's all. That is a very long video and a lot of talking on my half, but I love to talk, so that works out on its own. Anyways guys, I hope that was a very informative video for you guys. I hope you guys took something out of it. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that little red button down below to subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that little bell so you guys get notified every single time I make a new post. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. In the comments down below, let me know one thing you guys want to know about that I haven't really gone into detail about, or whatever. If you guys have any sort of makeup questions, or you're concerned about something, or you're not sure about something, go ahead, leave them down below. I will get to them for sure, because I don't have a life. I'm totally joking. I'll leave all of my social medias down below so you guys can go follow me on all of those. And I believe that's it. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble about makeup and something I'm super passionate about. Always remember to have fun, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! I'm pretty sure my neighbors are like spying on me because I'm sitting right next to the window and my window's open. And they're probably like walking by and they're like, what's this crazy girl doing? Just sitting there in the corner talking to herself. Also, I don't know what I was gonna say there. Oh, this is always super awkward making a thumbnail. And we're done. I haven't really, so it, makeup tends to, my sister's boyfriend's making noises out there. He's walking around. No, he's not. I think it's up to the neighbors. Anyways, when I put a blah, blah, blah. A really good trick so that you don't have to sit there and like literally like, ow. This jam is on the eye.